Welcome. Good morning. We're early today. We're early birds. I was just listening to it's like we have a water structure. Is that what you call them in your backyard? Do you have a water structure with your koi fish? Water feature. I feel like, and I thank you for letting me, I have a water feature in the kitchen and it's a hydroponic garden. And there's this constant flow and trickle of water for my basil, my Thai basil, and my newfound love for chili peppers, red hot chili peppers and purple ghost peppers. And it's a beautiful thing. Why are we doing this so early today?
Because I have to leave.
You have a play date.
I have a play date.
It's like, remember we used to have play dates with other people's kids and we'd go to where? We'd go to Cosmic Adventure. So basically you're going to adult Cosmic Adventure. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
The spa day. Are we allowed to talk about the spa today?
Sure.
I've been to the spa, and typically I wouldn't think spas are for men, although like I have obviously some gender stigmas. No, I would have some
stereotypes,
gender stereotypes, and the spa would definitely probably be one that, but you took me there, mm-hmm. and it was like Wonderland in a different context. Like it was so extravagantly massive, and they have little huts with steam, and they have cold pools, hot pools. What else did they? At the spa, they shush you.
You love to be shushed.
My one thing that I made a mistake was it was very cold out, and I didn't have footwear, and I was struggling with that. And then they have like a salt thing.
There was a few things that you struggled with.
The salt thing, there was a room and then like a salt thing, like where there's buckets. And then I thought you put it all over your head, and then I got salt in my eyes. There was people wanting to help me. It's interesting. It's like daycare for adults. I walked. And the real trippy one, there was
okay,
Pablo.
I feel like we should do our reading. They don't have
Pablo with the ball, and that
was weird.
The towel dance.
That was weird.
It was the towel dance.
You did not enjoy that.
I have tried to replicate the towel dance in my own for you, but
they don't do that.
It's
anymore.
The towel dance has never been appreciated. No, I didn't. I thought it was interesting. Like I was at some weird rave or island. When I walked out of there, I felt refreshed. I felt lavished. I felt like it was. It was a bit much. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I think I do other things that are a bit much, like going out for dinner, and I don't know what else I do. You probably do. All right.
Should I do the reading?
I hope you have a fun day with your friend at adult camp.
Thanks.
All right. Adult daycare. When are you coming home? Are you coming home for dinner? You having dinner there?
No, we're not having dinner there because she has a baby to put to bed.
Okay. So when most people go for an event or a walk in the park, it's like maybe a couple hours. So you are going for breakfast and dinner is what I'm picking up.
No. She has a baby to put to bed. And so we have to
The baby goes to bed at 7.
No, the baby goes to bed at
You're literally going for 10 hours is what I'm hearing.
I would go for 10 hours. Last time I went, I did go for 10 hours. In fact,
is that normal?
I don't know. Last time I went, I told the friend that I was going with that we should take separate cars because she felt like she would leave at dinner time. And I said, that's totally fine. Let's take separate cars. And she wound up staying until evening.
It's a 10-hour day, man.
It wasn't 10 hours. We were there for 8 hours.
Wow. There's no judgment over here.
I feel like
so basically is. I'm on my own.
I feel like there is.
Basically, I'm on my own for breakfast and dinner.
You don't eat breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast. Okay, I'm on my own for lunch and I'm on my own for dinner. That's okay. No, I'm excited about that. Me and Jordan, we're gonna go lavish it up.
I thought about what if my friend needs to leave and I don't want to leave yet, and I just stay there. how much would an Uber be?
Oh my
Can Uber
goodness.
pick you up in
You got
Chelsea?
serious problems. No, but I would.
I'm the same
Here's
way
the
at
thing.
Wonderland, though. If I go to
Yeah.
Wonderland, I would like to get there in the morning, and I don't want to leave till it
You
closes.
are a little bit extreme, which you pegged me in that picture, but
how often do I get to go to the spa? And like, it costs
more
a lot of
often
money.
than
It costs a lot of money. I save up my money. I've been like I have to make deals to get like cheaper tickets.
So in the same concept,
it's a big deal.
In the same concept, would you do the same thing with the bus? You pay for the bus, and would you ride it longer than you need to?
Oh,
that was a good analogy. Okay,
that's boring.
Okay. In the context of addiction, does going to the spa bring anything up in your addiction?
No, I just rest.
I found that little things on that scale bring things up, like the towel dance. I felt like a little bit anxious due to the rave-like experience, I guess. And then I remember going to a hockey game and just seeing everybody drinking beer. And then not anymore, but like when I go to those events, I think sometimes I'm sure that a lot of people struggle that are coming out of addictions. So just asking. All right, let's read our contemplative meditation. Here we go. Thank you for joining us. I feel like it's a little dark in here.
An Alanon member once remarked that the main source of our unhappiness is that we ourselves don't know what we want. We think we're dissatisfied with what we have, with the way we live, and the way other people act toward us. He suggested that each person dig down deep to see what we really feel would bring us contentment. If this self-searching reveals only that we are disgruntled because we feel we deserve a better car, a bigger house, or more money, we must dig still deeper for the real cause.
The other adults here.
This is a little bit distracting.
Okay.
My play date's here. Is it envy of others? Is it our inability to enjoy fully what we have? Do we, in defense of our own shortcomings, look for excuses to blame others? Do we, in defense of our own shortcomings, look for excuses to blame others? I can find serenity only by rooting out my discontent. I must acknowledge to myself the real reasons why I react as I do. Am I doing my share? If not, my dissatisfaction may be due to unrecognized guilt. Is it difficult for me to feel and express appreciation? I will try to develop a sense of gratitude. Do I expect others to behave according to my expectations? I will live and let live. It really adds up to this, that we are not satisfied with ourselves, and we can certainly do something about that.
Hi, Rob Mitchell. Yeah, I grew up my whole life. Okay, so there's two observations that I make in recovery. One is that I'm separated from God. Here's some signs. And then here's some signs that I'm playing God. So it can go both ways.
Okay.
And so my whole life, and you could ask my parents, my adopted parents, that I was the best child that they could have hoped for. No, I was a very demanding child, and I was always getting ripped off, and
nothing was ever good enough.
Nothing was ever fair or good enough, and you gave him the bigger piece of pie, which was such a big deal to me.
Yes.
And things had to be so even. So my dad taught us that one person cuts and one person picks.
Yes.
And so then it was always fair. So then there's like the micrometer coming out. And it's like my brother I got to cut, he got to pick typically. But me separated from God. Okay, here's the observation. Alcohol or drugs, my problem is what alcohol and drugs relieve. And so when I had alcohol for the first time, it relieved me of something. And that's what it relieved me of being discontent, by being irritable, restless, and discontent, not being happy. I think of discontent, our dog, when she wants to sit on a blanket, what does she do? She goes around and around and around, and it's like, sit down. And that's in here, and alcohol takes that away. So me being separated from God, I have that. Me playing God, it's a different characteristic. I'm full of self-pity. I'm full of fear. I'm full of resentment, and I'm full of dishonesty, usually dishonest with myself. And so I relate to this in an extreme way. I remember in early recovery, in our end of our addiction, I remember you wanted a Band-Aid to a gashing wound, bleeding. And you were like, if only you got me my own car, then it would be okay. And then if only you got me my own house, then it would be. And then I look back on that and I'm like, she's so sneaky. She planned.
In my defense, we were living in your parents' basement.
Yeah.
It's really not. And we'd been living there for 3 years to save money to buy a house.
and then the bottom.
And we'd save nothing.
So that's the what did they say? Serenity?
Rooting out our discontent.
Rooting out our discontent. Actually having a relationship with the living God, the creator, actually pushes out discontentment. And we have purpose and we have meaning. And that's where we need to end today. May you go and keep the peace and be content and serene and clean. All right. Much love. See you later.